Hey guys, it's Ash here, and I wanted to make this video because Paladins released a new champion, and I have not had a chance to try her out yet. So this is Ying. Now, this is another video that I'm recording after the fact. I had my air conditioner running at the time, so I wanted to wait until the room cooled off a bit before actually doing the recording. But this is my first time playing as Ying, and she's a little weird. And you're kind of going to see what I mean by that. So, Ying is the first character, I think, who's like specifically just magic. Her Q ability makes a clone of herself. Her normal attack is a mirror laser beam, and her F switches places with her clone. So, it's kind of a weird setup there. Now, this is recorded in training mode, so there is a bit of like the AI not acting like real people would. For example, my team is nowhere near me, and you're gonna see that gets me killed. And this is probably the biggest balancing factor to Ying. She's a bit squishy. Now, it's not like absurdly squishy, just, you know, she's on the squishy side. You don't want to try to solo a team as Ying. And you really don't want the team to start paying attention to you, because that's gonna go kinda bad. But, you know, right there, just a real quick, using the F, suddenly I'm not where they were aiming. You know, didn't completely clear me out of harm's way, but now the interesting thing there is that every time she makes a clone, she leaves a scroll. And I'm not entirely sure how the game decides what scroll you teleport to. Because right there, I ended up teleporting right back into the middle of the fight. Like, not the middle of the fight, the middle of the area we just captured. It's like, that was kind of a weird way that could have gone. So, I didn't really get the most chance to see it, but the biggest thing to point out with Ying is that her damage, pretty impressive. I've just popped the ult, so there's those diamond things that are attacking for me. Now, again, I haven't had a chance to play this with Battleborn and everything, but apparently that thing can be really disorienting when you're dealing with it. So here's one of the interesting uses of Ying. Just drop a clone, scout ahead, and then as soon as you see where they're coming from, just teleport back. Just go right back. Yeah, look at that damage. Most of the damage there came from me. And boom. Whole team was wiped. This is kind of a training specific thing, because in an actual game, they would have turned around and started shooting me. But here in training mode, everyone just swarms around the siege engine, which means you can just follow behind and just go through the entire team. Now that's another good use of the F ability. Drop a gloon by the turret. Not by the turret. Man, words today. Drop a gloon right by the entrance to the enemy base. As soon as your siege engine goes down, boom, you've got a head start. Which is good because, as I demonstrated early on, you really don't want to get into a big confrontation with Ying. She really isn't good for that. So, right there, I wasn't trying to do that. I was kind of hoping I would just go to, like, the center of the capture area. Instead, I teleported halfway to the base. So, I mean, I was able to catch him nice and quick, but that, if it goes badly at the wrong time, that can be an absolute killer. You know, just, oh, hi, here I am, teleporting myself into being ganked. Cracking the ult again. Honestly, it kind of seems like that ult is just always good. There never seems to be a bad time for it. Just, if there's enemies in the game, you want to use the ult, because best case scenario, all of a sudden, they're getting softened up and completely distracted from you in time for you to kill them. Worst case scenario, you have these turrets just floating around the area. Yeah, look at that. Look at that damage counter. That was that's pretty impressive. Now again, this was in practice mode, so not indicative of how other players would play. But that's a strangely high amount of damage. She's still gonna be deadly against other players. So, general opinion of Ying. She is basically a glass cannon. She can hit for too much damage to ignore it. And she really can't take it. So, if you're up against a Ying, it's probably in your best interest to try to kill her first. Because if you don't kill her quickly, you might find her killing you. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Keep enjoying the videos, and subscribe to help the channel, and see more.